Hi guys, it's your favorite makeup girly here again, Joyful, and I bring you beautiful vlog video of how I created this gorgeous looking glam. So sit back, enjoy the rest of the session. So in today's video, I had already groomed our brows, cleaned our face, and obviously moisturized our skin and put in the hydration that I feel our skin desired or would need before now. So on this part of the video, I'm obviously priming our skin. So I'm using a Rimmel primer. It's a mattifying primer, but it's not so mattifying. It's in between. It's not really dry. It has like a silicone finish that is smooth and it's cool for all skin type. Now this particular process, if you watch, you will observe that I'm literally priming our nose, chin, and then forehead, and then there's this under our nose. Now these parts of our face that I'm literally priming are the parts of our skin that produces a lot of oil. Like if she would want to start oiling or if she wants to start sweating, it would start from there. So priming those parts and laying more emphasis on those parts are really important in order to delay oil production or sweat. Doesn't mean it won't produce oil or it won't produce sweat, but this process is essentially to delay it and at the same time blur out textures in this area in order to create a smooth bed for the foundation application. So on today's episode, I'm pretty much sure that I'm going to be doing a lot of explanation, and if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, you can drop your questions on the comment section. I'll be there to answer all of them individually. So after I had primed our skin, I now went in with a foundation of her shade. Now Mma has a oily skin, but at the same time she likes a radiant finished look. Radiant in the sense that it's not dry, it's not overly oily. We just want that healthy looking skin, and when a skin looks healthy, it has oils, it has shine, but it's not so much, it's not overly, like it looks smooth and it looks healthy. So that's the kind of finish Mma was actually going for. So I used a Milani concealing foundation that is oil proof, waterproof, and at the same time it produces that concealing effect, like it covers very well, and at the same time it's also luminous. Do you understand? It's not a matte foundation, it's a luminous foundation that is oil proof and is sweat proof. So I used that foundation all over her face before I went in with a foundation that is 2 shades darker than her, but the undertone of the foundation is in line with Mma's undertone. I used that to bronze Mma's skin. Mind you, I did not contour. I bronzed lightly her forehead, the sides of her cheeks, the sides of her cheeks, and then I blended in with my beauty blender to ensure that it's a complete set. Use the same cream product on the bridge of her nose after blending the product into her full face. This is to ensure that our nose has that sculpt as though it's contoured. Yes, you might be wondering why I'm using a bronzer to contour the nose. That also works depending on the kind of look you want to create. So I just wanted that bronzy effect. I wanted a bronze looking skin finish for Mma on this day. So that was why we were using bronzers instead of contour. So at this point, we're already highlighting our T-zones, which is our chin, the bridge of our nose, under the space between our lip and our nose, and then under our eyes and our forehead. Now on this particular process, we use a concealer that is 2 to 3 shades lighter than her, but a shade that falls in line within her undertone. That way her face will not be looking warm and then the middle of her face yellow. Do you understand? Everything has to have a smooth sync at the end of the day. Like every single layer has to marry beautifully in together. So that's what we were ensuring on this particular part. We're placing the product, and another very important key to skin work is product placement. The way you place your product on your skin and how you blend also matters a lot. You do not just blend anyhow without emotion. You would have your product placement technique, and you make sure you stick to that particular pattern when you are blending. You blend in line with what you're working with. So at this point, we're applying blush. This collection, this particular shade of blush is one of my faves when it comes to light skin people, and it's from one of my favorite collections, Beauty by AD blush set. It's really sweet. And sorry, this is not a PR, it's not a paid PR this thing, but when I love a product, I love a product, and I go all out for a product I love. This particular blush, it does it for me, honestly. It just does the job. So at this point, I was blending it softly. Are you seeing that Barbie look it's giving my baby girl? Too sweet, too sweet. So I obviously lost the videos where I recorded how I set our under eyes. I'm really sorry, but on this part we were setting the entire face. We had obviously set the under eyes, and that part was already done. So we're using a powder that is in line with our shade to set around the entire face. Then we added a soft pink blush in order to give our skin that flux of color. Mind you, see how carefully we're blending it in and how carefully we're applying it. We're not packing blush, we're trying to make sure that the highlights, the blush, and then the bronzer marries beautifully into our skin, and there's a layered sync on how these products are being evenly placed. Take note, we do not want ash lines when we're applying products. We do not want to layer products that will be difficult for us to blend. We blend as we apply in order for us to have a beautiful blend. Blending is the key. When it comes to this makeup game, be ready to do the arm work. There's never a cheat code to blending. Mind you, I've even given you the easiest cheat code: blend as you work. That's like literally the only cheat code you can have. So as at this point, we had obviously baked the face, and we're trying to ensure that all our products are placed at the right proportions and in the right positions where we want our products to be placed. And then I went in to prime my eyes before we start the eye work properly. So like I said, blend as you work. I do not drop product on the skin and now blend, or let it dry and now blend. No, I blend as I drop and blend. Like I drop and I blend immediately. So as you can see, I'm blending in the concealer into the eyes in order to ensure that it is a smooth blend before I go in to apply any other eye products. Now this step is really essential in order to ensure that the eyeshadow you place on the eyes pop better and last longer. This ensures that the eyeshadow doesn't move, and at the same time the colors pop better. This is the essence of this particular step. So you have to keep blending to ensure that it is really smooth without cracks. You have to tell the clients to close their eyes or look at the floor in order to stretch our eyes so that it will completely so that you have room to completely blend it very well. It has to be completely smooth before you can start layering your eye colors. So that is what I am still doing here. You keep patting, going back and forth, keep checking, so in order to ensure that the place is properly prepped for the eyeshadow work. Now when it comes to eyeshadow placement, at this point I'd already started my eyeshadow placement. Obviously we start from the lighter colors rather into the darker colors. This is to be able to control the depths of the eyes, and it is usually easier to blend when you start in with lighter colors. That way you can transition from your lighter colors to your darker colors in a way that you can obviously control. So that is what I am doing here. The first color I applied, if you notice, you might not even see you might not even see a difference of that color from our skin tone. We start to transition like that, and then we blend into the inner corner of our eyes. When you place your product, it's always best to start from the outer, this edge of our eyes, and you blend it into the inner corners of our eyes. It's always easier, safer, and the best method when it comes to blending this, when it comes to applying this your precision look for your eyeshadows. So obviously, as at this point we're layering other colors. So for eyeshadows, there's really no mood board to it. Would I say mood board rather? I'll say there's really no rules to eyeshadow application. It's usually what you want and the kind of look you're going for to create, but with the essential basics that when it comes to matte eyeshadows, you tap. That's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm tapping. You can combine colors. If you check, you see that one part of the eye is looking a bit whiter than the other one. That's obviously because as I'm doing the eyeshadow, I'm mixing colors on her eyes. So I'm still just trying to swatch in colors to see which one looks better for the outfit that she wants to wear, or she's rather going out with. So I just keep swatching colors on her eyes until I get that perfect consistency that I want. And as at this point, we obviously went in with a darker shade on this outer part of her eye, and we're blending it into a crease just to give the eye that contoured, snatched look. This is to ensure that these other colors that are there, they get to pop better. One thing about makeup, when there's a darker color, it's sort of like gives the look sort of like intensification, like it intensifies. Because at this point we had obviously gotten to the part where we're still doing some touch-ups here and there for the eyeshadows in order to ensure that it is a perfect blend and all the colors we desire on the eyes are there, and we're trying to make sure that it is properly placed and everything is beautiful. So we wanted her to have that snatched eye look, so we used our setting powder to obviously create that precision before going in with our pencil to begin to draw her brows. Mma has really beautiful brow structure that correlates very well with her facial structure, so we just literally do filling. We just fill in hair-like strokes into our brows in order to give our brows that full look, because obviously there's foundation, there's powder on that brow, so obviously it won't be looking as visible as it would have looked if it was a bare face. So we just literally fill in with pencils to make sure that the brows are beautiful, and then at the same time it still looks as natural as a natural brows would. So that's essentially what we're doing on this part, filling in our brows and then outlining the under and then the top in order to ensure that it is visible that yes, there is a properly defined brows there. We outline the under and the top in order to create that visibility. At this point, we're obviously concealing the brows in order to make sure that the brows are properly defined, sharp, and looking as yummy as we want them to look. That's essentially why we're concealing the brow. So whatever it is we do for this brow, we did for the other brow. And then at these points, we were on our lip, we're doing our lip work, and usually you know how lip works can be really easy and sweet. For Mma has like a particular type of lip that she liked, and that's obviously what we're doing for her today. She just wanted to look like a yummy girl as she is, you know. So we're just giving her that soft brownish look that has like a small flux of peachy shade for our lip. So that's essentially what we're doing. But we started off with outlining our lip with a brown pencil, and we went into layer other lip products in order to give her our desired lip shade. Look at this eye look now, gosh, too pretty. I'm even jealous of Mma for this makeup. On that particular day, it was as though I should steal this makeup from Mma. Like, it was too fine. If I want to do this makeup now, I'll end up not doing it this exact way for myself, but doing it on people always easier for me. I don't know, for some reason I don't like to do my own makeup, but this makeup on Mma really ate, and I totally love the outcome. Like the highlights, the skin work, our eyeshadows, the brows, everything just ate. Our lips, like everything just came together too beautifully. See the skin work, gosh, honestly I get jealous of my clients at times because I want this glam for myself. I want to do this for myself, but I'll end up doing something that's not even close. I feel like the makeup I do for people are way prettier than what I always end up doing for myself. And this day, I won't lie, I was really jealous of Mma's lip look, like the entire makeup look, everything. I was literally jealous. I was so jealous. I wish I could take this makeup and just put on my face and own it. But she's my client anyways, And I'm jealous of me too for doing such a beautiful glam. Too good. Like, this glam was too lit. So I kept mixing colors, and like, I don't know if I've said this before, for your lipstick you can do like different, you can do really different things. As at this point I was using like an eyeshadow to achieve the particular shade of pink that Mma wanted, and then I also used eyeshadow for the brown side in order to achieve that particular shade of brown that Mma also wanted. Like, now see that bright under eye now? It's so clean. Like, this makeup is too clean. The makeup is too clean. Too clean. I love this look. And no matter how much I tell you how much I love this look, you still won't know how much I love this look. I really love this look, and this look is one for the books. Is really one for the books. It's a banger. Okay, I think this is my sign that I love bright under eyes. So I think from now henceforth, for clients that like it, I'll be giving it to them, because Mma specified on this particular makeup look that she wanted bright under eyes, and this was how it went, and I ended up falling in love with the look so much. Like, I fell so much in love with the look. So I think I'll keep trying it. I think I'll start doing it for some of my pretty clients. Wow, see how Mma looks now. Like, see girl now, they go do makeup. Oh, chai. Like, this makeup is too fine, and I feel like videos don't do justice, but this is really good. This is really good. Like, see how the products are layered, and see the sync, see the blend. Like, these products, this makeup, this look, everything, too good.